not gonna fuck up, nigga. Just if Kingmil gets finished, y'all niggas not gonna be with Kingmil once he gets finished, bro. Understand that shit. He not gonna be y'all.
All right, doers, what's good? You know what it is, you know what it isn't. It's your boy 8. I feel great. This is News 8. We finna talk a little bit about Autumn's project and, you know, this rollout that I think is just terrible. This is just the last thing you want to post when you got an album coming out. The last thing you want to do is let me tell you something, man. These fans that you guys have, they're grown now. They're not dumb. They're not stupid, and they see through everything. You know what I mean? Like they just see it. They see through it all. This is like you know, preparing for the album to flop because you know what I mean, maybe he doesn't feel the hype right now. I don't know. Usually artists take the shadow ban. Oh, I got shadow banned. I'm too woke and Instagram is trying to silence me. Nah, man. I think it's, you know, I'm not speaking for Autumn in particular, you know what I mean, even though we are on this topic, but I think a lot of times y'all just got to pick the right time to do things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some of y'all got more fans that want to see you post and want to see you dress up. You know what I mean? They want to stare at you, then they want to listen to your music. Like, hey, sometimes it is what it is. A lot of people's fans are getting older. They don't want to listen to them anymore. A lot of people are holding out on music, and there's new music coming out and new genres coming out, and people are just tapping into the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Cardi aesthetic just, it's not going to do anything but, you know, take away from you and what you have to offer. Not necessarily saying Autumn's doing the Cardi thing because, you know, he dropped EPs and all types of shit, but like, man, just drop before Golden Child 3, man. Just drop Golden Child 3, bro. Just drop it. All you artists, just drop your projects. The befores and the EPs, I feel like you guys are giving your hype up with the EPs. If you're going to go quiet and not drop anything, hey, you might as well just drop some shit, man. Drop a single. You know what I mean? Drop a single. Hey, if the single starts doing good, or don't drop. I feel like Autumn should have announced Golden Child 3 with the whole Trackhawk situation. Because everybody was talking about him then. You should have announced it then. You know what I mean? You should have let us know it's coming around that time. Hey, appreciate you, gang. You know what I mean? Like, it would have just been better. Everybody's noticing. Everybody cares. Who cares? Sometimes that's what it takes, man. Because that's what people turn the internet into. You know, a moment. Don't nobody care about you forever, all day, every day no more, unless you got that super fan here and there. You know what I mean? But like, the internet only cares about the moment. Take advantage of that shit. You know, no hits ringing off. Or anything really, you know. I think he said here, feel like I'm shadow banned again or some, was getting like 40K likes first hour a month ago. Wasn't that whole Trackhawk shit like a month ago? Maybe a little bit around there, around that time. So it makes sense. If you was getting 40,000 likes, you should have had the album. It's just not just Autumn. You know what I'm saying? Just artists. Like, I see them make that mistake. They get it's not like Autumn just got his hands on some motion, but hey, when the attention comes back, when things are back, make moves. Make moves. Take advantage of that shit, man. Make moves. This story like a month old, by the way, gang. Oh, I. Not gonna lie, the album cover and Tracklist got over 100K likes in 24 hours. Hey, so now that we know that, let's go to the track. Because I'm looking at this like, know what I'm saying? But you know, missing, somebody put this in my face, so it is what it is. Autumn, Golden Child 3. They talking about he got songs from 2020 on here. I wasn't listening to Autumn in 2020. So I don't know what song. I could have looked at this track list and been like, oh, he's dropping 24 songs. Already uninterested. You got before Golden Child, you know, you got before GC3 songs on there. We heard that shit already. Before Golden Child 2 songs on here, we heard that shit already. All My Duffel's Go Yard. We heard that shit already. Yo, what the fuck? 50M Freestyle. We heard that shit already. Yo, what the Looks like Autumn's going back to college. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000 with you, bro. If this is the album you're expecting not to flop, or you going back to college, you going back to college, bro. If it means anything, bro, you about to send some regretful texts. Hey, I get it, you know what I mean? I guess I get it, but it's like, yo, I want to hear new shit. If you're going to drop 24 songs, let that shit be some, I don't know, man. I guess, you know what? You know what? To not sound like a hater, can't rent anymore. That's the yo. You know what I'll say? Maybe, you know, these, I'm not going to act like these songs were mid when they came out. Like Before Golden Child 2 was not a bad EP. Before Golden Child 3 was not a bad EP. But I would rather you have those out and me listen to new tracks on your new album, less tracks on your new album, you know what I'm saying? And just know that those befores were out and shit like that. I don't know, man. I'd rather that than me having to listen to these joints all over again. Because now when I do this reaction video, I'm skipping over mad songs. We did that already. But then again, Autumn doesn't make albums till, you know, for a god to react to. So I understand that. But it's like, damn, bro, I'm trying to get that new feeling. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get that new Autumn. All these artists are giving us a new taste. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, I'm trying to get that new feeling. He usually drops like 8-song albums. None of these songs would have been heard if he didn't delay the project for months. He could have done without the before songs, but I think this album going to be good. I mean, yeah, look, the album is going to be good to people who have never heard the before EPs, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But to people who've heard them shits already, it's like, yo. But I guess, you know, you mean you're trying to push for a new audience, you're trying to push for new fans, and you still got good songs in the tuck, saves what else you have in store for whenever it's time to drop those. Like, yeah, I do guess. I guess. Like, I don't want to sound like a hater up here, but it's like, everybody else gave us new songs. You know what I mean? Everybody else gave us no features, new songs for the most part, or maybe infamous snippets or something like that. Not like the whole song. 2 EPs in this album. You know? Stuff like this should be for the fans. I think if you're going to use this to, you know what I mean, to I don't know, to make the decision on going back to college and quitting music and all that other stuff, I don't know, man. That's what I meant in the beginning, man. You might as well go back to college because you know what these underground fans are going to do. It's not even I'm not even saying it's based off Autumn's talent. I'm just saying it's based off the dynamic of the underground and how y'all move. You know what I mean? Like, an artist start doing shit like this, I don't know what it is about y'all. Y'all just switch on them. That's the first thing I saw when he posted his track list. Motherfuckers is in that bitch talking about some, oh, why he dropping old songs? And you know what I mean? I didn't know what they're talking about because I don't know the old songs. But then I look at the EP and I'm like, yo, man, these man. I'm not gonna make this reaction video and compare what he did to certain artists. You know what I mean? Compare certain artists' projects to his projects and stuff like that. Just me personally, I wanted to hear some new stuff from Autumn. I'll leave it at that before I beat a dead horse. Top 5 ready. Hey, now what happens when it doesn't go top 5? I don't see Golden Child 3 going top 5. My honest opinion. On the Billboard? I don't know. Spotify charts? Most likely, maybe. You know what I mean? Apple Music charts? It'll get up there. I see it being, you know, a top 30 album off of the hype for a couple days. Don't see it staying there, but I don't see it breaking top 10 on Spotify, on Apple Music or Spotify. Really, maybe Spotify. Who knows? Nobody's really dropping. Actually, isn't there mad people dropping on the 31st? I think you underestimating him, to be honest. I'm not underestimating Autumn, bro. Nothing really happened from the span of Autumn, you know what I mean? Nothing really happened between Autumn selling 75 tickets to now, besides the Trackhawk situation, to really, you know, put him in that position where I see him like going all the way fucking crazy with this project that we damn near heard half of already. Ain't Tyler the Creator dropping his deluxe on that day? You know what I'm saying? There was somebody else dropping on that day as well. Somebody else dropping on that day. I'm pretty sure somebody else was dropping on that day. Like, I'm more than sure. Can't remember. Like, y'all see this? Y'all see this album charting and you heard it already? What? The EPs didn't chart, but the album's gonna chart? Nothing makes sense in this underground shit no more. I feel like with this shit, there should be nothing to expect. You know, just drop, and when that amazing thing happens, ride it and shit. I don't know, man. Nothing makes sense anymore. I don't know. The snippets are getting tons of views right now. Who cares if the snippets are getting tons of views? Like, that doesn't mean much. The snippets getting views. A lot of people got more Instagram clout and a lot of more Instagram engagement than they have anything else. Like, just because you're getting 100K views, 200K views on a reel, you need to understand, man, reels are forced, you know what I mean? Instagram be pushing them shits. There's something a little booth pack about the real game. Like, I'm not ever gonna let that shit go over my head, bro. No cap. Like, you're clearly always gonna get more views on a reel than you are on a video. You know what I mean? Like, it's all a part of the look. It really is. But I don't see this project, you know what I mean, selling. No, I don't see it selling anything more than like 15K, bro. If that. It said Autumn already blew, bro. What? I mean, Autumn definitely solidified himself for sure, but as far as like blowing up, when you blow up, bro, you go on world tours and you do all types of shit. You know what I mean? You're doing tours overseas and come back to America and you shutting down Rolling Louds and festivals and stuff like that. That's blowing up. That's blowing up. Having some good songs, you know what I mean? That's not, you're definitely established, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think Autumn necessarily blew up yet. I can sit in my living room with I can call 4 or 5 people right now on stream. They wouldn't know who Autumn is. People who listen to music. Man, it ain't being worldwide, bro. You don't have worldwide. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit, man. Destroy Lonely and King Carson are worldwide. Bro, when people blow up, you know. You see it. It is not hard to tell. And I'm not trying to shit on Autumn. I just think you guys are just... I think the people in the chat are just putting this shit at a place it should not be. You know what I mean? Maybe his next project... Oh, I don't know. I don't see this happening, though. Don't see this being the one. It's going to be a good listen, but as far as numbers and blowing up, I don't think this is the one. I don't. And I'll leave it at that. So then, y'all know what's up. It's your boy A. I feel great. Peace.
If Kingmil gets finished, y'all just not gonna be with Kingmil once he gets finished, bro. Understand that shit. He's not gonna be here.
In fact, these underground niggas need to stop worrying about numbers, bro. You do. It's not a number game in this underground shit. It's a creative game. Who's creative? Who's changing the, you know what I mean? Who's pushing the needle? Who's changing the narrative? Who's doing something different? And who can maintain that shit and who can keep people interested for the longest? Eventually your fan base just brings you to fruition. Like, I don't see it though. Not in this not in this Golden Child 3 shit. Not one bit. We better react to BLP culture though. I mean, like, yeah. Glock 40 Spaz is gonna do good when he gets out of jail. He just has to be able to maintain, really. I just did the same song 3 times. Please include this one song. Yo, hey God, niggas was giving you the wrong Yapo J songs. Let me get you right, gang. Coach your best white boy out. We could do some Yapo. I'm from Russia and I want to see your reaction. I get it, but I'm not doing that right now. Stick around, we'll get into that eventually, maybe. He blowing up OD. Do you fuck with Dev Stacks? I do. But like I literally do though. Hey, y'all peeped Xavier So Base following me on Twitter today. That's a new doer.